It's 2:47 in the morning. For most, this is the dead of night, a time when the world is wrapped in its deepest, most profound sleep. But for some, it is the hour of awakening. The digital clock on the nightstand glows, an unblinking red eye in the shadows. This is the witching hour, a period shrouded in superstition, a time when the veil between our world and the unknown is said to grow thin. For centuries, folklore has warned that the hours between midnight and 3 a.m. are charged with a strange, supernatural energy, a time when spirits roam freely, and the unexplainable is most likely to occur. Lena never paid much attention to such tales, not until she started waking up every single night at exactly 2:47. At first, she dismissed it, a strange dream, a restless mind. But it wasn't just once. It was every night, down to the minute. She would open her eyes to a peculiar hush pressing in around her. The air always seemed heavier, the darkness thicker, as if the entire world was holding its breath. Scientists might explain this with the concept of sleep cycles, those 90-minute waves we ride through the night. A momentary awakening between them is common. But Lena's experience didn't feel common. It felt deliberate. It felt like an appointment she was being forced to keep. There is something inherently eerie about the small hours. The house is utterly still, save for the low hum of the refrigerator. Outside, the world is blanketed in a profound silence. Psychologists suggest this silence can amplify our anxieties, making ordinary shadows loom like monsters. For Lena, the sensation was palpable, a tingling on the back of her neck, an unshakable feeling that she was not alone. The number itself, 2:47, began to follow her, appearing on receipts, street signs, text message timestamps. A phenomenon known as the frequency illusion, where a new awareness of something makes you see it everywhere.
But for Lena, each sighting felt less like a coincidence and more like a warning. Night after night, she lies awake, her senses sharpened, listening. Is it just her imagination, fueled by folklore and fear? Or is the witching hour truly calling her name, urging her towards some terrible truth waiting in the darkness? Tonight, the call is answered. Her phone vibrates on the nightstand, a vicious, angry buzz that makes it jump. It illuminates the room in a cold blue glow. She wakes in a sweat, her heart a frantic drum against her ribs. It has only been a week since her mother died, and Lena still hasn't found the strength to delete her number. But this is different. On the screen, a new contact. Mom +1. The profile picture is a blurry photo of her mother by a window, but the eyes are black, empty voids, as if they'd been burned out from the inside. With a trembling hand, Lena presses call. The dial tone is wrong, a wet, echoing sound, as if ringing from deep beneath the earth. Then silence. And then a voice. Her own voice, but twisted, distorted by the rattle of a dying breath. "Don't answer," it rasps. "It's already inside." Lena gasps, her throat tight. "Mom? Is that you?" The voice continues, a gurgling sound now bubbling in its throat. "It can hear you. Lock the door." The line goes dead, leaving only the sound of her own ragged breathing. 47 seconds later, the phone screams to life again. Mom +1. The vibration seems to resonate deep in her bones. A spiderweb of cracks spreads across the screen, though she never dropped it. Her own voice had warned her. She swipes to decline, but the call comes again, this time with a notification. Mom knows you're alone. The third time, she rips the SIM card out, powers the device down, but it flares to life, the screen flashing a violent red. "Pick up the phone." This is the relentless pursuit. The point where a haunting no longer whispers from the shadows, but begins to tear down the walls of reality. It is an escalation, a daily assault on the senses and on sanity. The supernatural presence grows bolder, its force and frequency increasing with each passing moment. For Lena, her small apartment has become a cage. She blocks the door, turns on every light, and catches her reflection in the hall mirror. Her face is a pale mask of terror. And behind her, in the darkened corridor,
A shadow flits past. A sharp scratching sound comes from inside the wall. 1, 2, 3, like fingernails dragging through plaster. Her phone speaks on its own, no longer ringing. It's her mother's voice, fractured by static. "Daughter, it's in your blood. I tried to leave, but it brought me back." Lena screams, hurling the phone against the wall. It shatters, but from the broken screen, a thin black slime begins to ooze, carrying the scent of decay and antiseptic hospital rooms. This is the manifestation of fear. It blurs the line between what is real and what is imagined. Is the shadow in the mirror a trick of the light, what psychologists call the strange face illusion, where our brain, starved for information in the dimness, creates its own monsters? Are the scratches in the wall merely the house settling, our minds creating patterns from random noise, a phenomenon known as pareidolia? Or has the entity finally crossed over, taking physical form? Fear is a primal, powerful force. It floods our system with adrenaline, preparing us to fight or flee. But it also makes us vulnerable, turning a hanging coat into an intruder and the whisper of the wind into a voice from the grave. The morning discovery always comes with the cold, unforgiving light of day. When Lena's friend arrived, she found her huddled in a corner, whispering to herself. The apartment was pristine. The phone sat on the nightstand, new and unscratched. But in the contacts list was Mom +1 and a single missed call logged at 2:47 a.m. Lena told her everything, her voice a raw whisper. "She was trying to warn me." Her friend, unsettled but rational, left for the night. She returned the next morning with the police, but it was too late. Lena was gone. The only things left behind were a puddle of black, foul-smelling slime on the floor and a shattered phone screen. On it, a single image, a photo of Lena staring into the camera, and standing behind her, a figure with her mother's face, but its eyes were pits of endless, devouring darkness. This is how the legend spreads. They say the +1 isn't a country code or a glitch in the system. It's a countdown. It is the one extra minute of life you are granted, a minute you will spend in hell before you die. It's your own voice, calling from beyond the grave, begging the ones you love not to make the same mistake. But grief is a powerful lure, and if they answer, your loved one will return, but they will not come back alone. They will bring with them the +1, the thing that was waiting inside you all along. It spreads like a virus, from one grieving heart to the next. And every night, at 2:47, it looks for a new number to call. It already knows your address.